This is my fourth assignment. Here I'm importing all of the important things, and then I am loading my data set, and I'm loading it directly from Kaggle because it was really hard to load it into my Google Colab because it was really big. And then I'm showing the head first 5 rows of my data set. The shape of our dataset, it is 3 million rows and 10 columns, but we need only 4 columns, so I chose only 4 of them. So now shape is 3 million rows and 4 columns. And after that I'm changing the column names because I thought it will be easier for work with them. And then I'm dropping the NA values and dropping the duplicates, so the shape has changed. And then I'm converting price and rating types of columns to numeric, and then I'm just removing the NA values again after our conversion. And after all of these things, I'm creating new column which is review lens, and this is the statistical information about review lens column. So now I'm starting text cleaning and pre-processing. First of all, I'm using 2 important tools like Lematizer and Stopwords. Lematizer is used to changing the words in their base form, like from running to run, from reading to just read. And Stopwords, there are a lot of words in the sentences like I, the, and, or etc. And we don't need them, so we are gonna get rid of them. The clean text method is like the factory for our analysis, so it's gonna change the row, the text that have a lot of symbols that we don't need, and it's gonna change it and make it really easier to analyze. So we're getting rid of URLs, the symbols that we don't need, and tokenize the words. And then we're using Lematizer to change the first of all verbs and then nouns to their base form. And then the cleaned text, we're gonna add them into our cleaned text, our cleaned tokens, which are the cleaned words, to our cleaned text back into their sentences. And then I'm checking it for the sample. So I'm checking it for the first 10 rows, and it really worked. Here I saw that it was working, and then I'm applying the cleaning to the entire dataset. So now my entire dataset is cleaned and ready to work. Now let's start with the data visualization part of my assignment. First of all, I'm taking the board for our visualizations. I will have 4 of them in format Plotlib and Seaborn visualizations. First of all, I'm going to show histogram of rating distributions in the left tab, and then box plot of review lengths in the right tab, and bar chart of top 10 books of by average rating in the bottom left. And then I'm going to show correlation heat map in the bottom right. And I'm taking only 1,000 sample because it will be really big for whole dataset. So as you can see, this is the heat map of distributions of ratings, and then box plot, the black dots are our outliers, and then bar chart of average ratings, so I'm showing top 10 only, and then heat map of correlations of numerical columns. And then I'm showing the Plotly interactive visualizations. So I will show the scatter plot, which shows the relationship between ratings and review lengths. So as you can see, higher the review lengths, the book ratings will be higher too. And then I'm showing the interactive bar chart of average rating by book. So I'm showing the book titles. This is the book titles and average ratings. So I'm showing the top 20 books that have the most review counts and showing their average rating. So this is all of my books. So now I'm gonna start with dashboarding with Looker Studio preparation. This part of code takes our reviews and categorize it like a positive, negative, and neutral. And this part of code prepares summary data for the Looker Studio dashboarding. And then we're doing the classification. We have the numbers and it will classify it for human readable format, like if it's higher than 0 it will be positive, and if it's not higher than 0 it will be negative, and in other cases it will be neutral. And finally I am exporting it to CSV for the format that business tools that can use it, so for our Looker Studio. So now I'm going to do the text data analysis. First of all, I am checking the top words to understand what is the topic by using two methods that are backup words and TF-IDF. First of all, I'm preparing the data for vectorization and then creating backup words representation and then creating the same representation for TF-IDF. And then here I'm getting the top words for every one of them, and then I'm plotting it, showing it. So this is the bar chart of top 15 words in backup words and top 15 of words in TF-IDF. They are pretty similar, I think. So in the first place, book, read, like, quote, make, story, quote, like, story, great, and etc. And then I'm doing the sentiment analysis with text blob. So I'm going to categorize the emotions of our reviews like I did before to positive, negative, and neutral. So here I'm taking the classifications. So I'm classifying sentiment, and then I'm showing it, so plotting sentiment distribution. As you can see, there are a lot of positive reviews and a little bit negative, and a really small amount of neutral reviews.